child of the 60s and 70s. Grew up in a pretty conventional, traditional, nuclear family in Raleigh, North Carolina. As long as I can remember, I knew who God was in general, always believed in Him. And because of my upbringing in the United Methodist Church back home in Raleigh, I had basic understanding about God, about Jesus Christ, went to Sunday school classes and those kinds of things. Good parents. Everyone would profess to be a Christian in my home. And so if you had asked me at any stage in my life, are you a Christian or what's your religious affiliation, I would say, I'm a Christian. I don't believe I really had a genuine relationship with the Lord at that stage, or at least not one that was as personal as it is now. It was probably typical of a lot of people in my generation. As I got into junior high school days, I went the way of most of my friends, indulging in various recreational activities, misuse of alcohol and marijuana and things like that, and all the things that kind of go along with that. So I really did sort of get further and further away from even being engaged in church during those high school and college days especially. Not engaged, not even going to church, but still maintaining a belief in God. As I graduated from North Carolina State and began practicing professionally as a civil engineer, working for the Department of Transportation, now I had some of the things I was shooting for in life, which was a good job, good money, a sense of respect from people around me, my parents proud of me. But it's probably the lowest point in my life in that as I had all those things I'd been shooting for, life seemed to have less and less really meaning and purpose. I was abusing substances even more, even though I had this wonderful job and position of responsibility. And through just a sequence of a lot of events where I was really questioning what life was about and realizing I had little to no control over what felt like a real downward spiral in my life. But here I found myself at 24 years old in 1986, pretty despondent and afraid and uncertain due to a number of things going on in life. And so I attended a meeting of single adults that was very evangelistic. I didn't know what I was getting into. I just went. And that night, for the first time that I can remember, I heard a very, very clear, logical presentation of what Jesus Christ went through as He went to the cross. What He went through physically, what He went through emotionally, ultimately what was going on spiritually. And for whatever reason, I'd never heard all the pieces put together. And the things that came through so loud and clear that night on October 16th, 1986, it's still hard for me to even say it when I think about it for whatever reason. It just strikes me to a deep emotional chord. Was I realized how much God loved me and how much Jesus loved me because of what He went through on the cross. In a moment of prayer, it was that small step, but one of the biggest steps I've ever taken. I just surrendered, and I knew I could not control my life, and I didn't want to try to control it. I'd made a mess out of it. And so He graciously just took me and was changed. There was a newfound love in my heart. I couldn't believe that God loved me that much. I wanted to love Him and know Him better. The Bible just sprung to life. The people around me, I all of a sudden found a level of friendship I'd never experienced before. I met God, and He just took me on a course of transformation that continues today. And it's the greatest thing that's ever happened in my life.